guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. It is going to be my introduction to my rolling project 10 pan for 2022. Last year was the first year I did a rolling style project for like my year-long project pan, with the exception of like other fun projects that I obviously participated in. I will leave the links to all of my project pan playlist down below in case you're interested in checking out other content. I have lots of my project pan introductions coming up here in the next couple weeks for all the projects that I'm going to participate in for 2022. But I'm really excited to share the 10 products that I have selected to begin 2022 with in this project. I just filmed my whole collection project pan, which I believe that introduction will be going up after this one, but now I know those products that I'm working on, so I was able to kind of strategically choose the products that I want to start on in this project for this year. So if you're interested, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content, or you just like to chit chat about makeup, I would love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. Okay, so I tried to choose like an item from most categories of makeup, so like a primer, concealer, foundation, etc. And I tried to be a little bit strategic with, again, the other products that I know I'm going to be working on in other projects. So we're just going to get right into it. Let's start with the primer that I selected, and I chose one of my favorite primers in my collection. It's the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer. Normally with my projects, I like to choose products that I like and enjoy using, but they're products that I wouldn't necessarily repurchase. This is an exception to that. I really enjoy this primer. I love this primer. It's one of my favorites, and if I finish this / when I finish this, I absolutely would repurchase it. But I do like to throw in a handful of those products from time to time just to like get me excited about using my project pan items. Sometimes it can get a little bit redundant or just feel a little bit daunting, so it's always nice to have some favorites mixed in. And sometimes I will pan a favorite product and decide like I don't necessarily need to repurchase it. So this is pretty full. I will mark this. I didn't necessarily mark it yet. I would say I'm like probably right about here, holding it up into the light. I have maybe 2/3 of the product left, and my goal will be to finish this primer off. Last year I finished off the First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone primer, and I have finished off the coconut skin in the past as well. These last a good amount of time, but again, I really like to use these products. My skin is super dry. I live in Minnesota. It's cold as cold can be here, so a hydrating primer will be something super nice to use at this time of year. For my concealer, this one is rolling in from my 2021 project. This is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. I was only working on this for a month in my previous rolling project 10 pan. I had rolled it in right at the end of the year to kind of give myself a head start. So it's the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. I have mine in the shade Cream or Creme. This is not a concealer I would personally repurchase. I have decided that now that I'm done with my Kosas concealer, I really miss that concealer, and I would say that that's probably my favorite concealer that I've ever used. So eventually I do want to purchase that concealer again, but I do have quite a few concealers currently in my collection to get through, and this will be the first one that I try and get through. I feel like this will take a while. I think I have about half of this left. I'll have to let this one settle, but I know that when this settles, I have used probably about half of this concealer. However, because this is a more full coverage, a little bit more drying concealer, I need just like the smallest amount each time that I do my makeup. So I feel like this one's gonna take me a minute to get through, but I'm happy to have it in this project to like give me that extra boost of motivation to use it. For my foundation, I have decided to go with the Pat McGrath Sublime Skin Fetish Foundation. I included this in my video about products that I wanted to pan in 2022, and my goal is going to be to finish this. I accidentally just shook it up ever so slightly, but I was about here before I shook it up and like messed up where my marking would go. Again, I will mark all of these products, but I believe I was right about here. So I have just over half of this foundation left to use. This is one that is getting a little bit older in my collection. It's not something I would repurchase when I finish it, but it obviously was a very expensive foundation, so I would like to get my money's worth. And that is going to be the first foundation, hopefully, that I will finish this year. Maybe I'll finish another foundation before that, but my goal is going to be to finish that. I struggled to pick the powder that I wanted to work on, but I ultimately ended with the Kosas Cloud Set powder. Over time, I have come to really enjoy this powder. At first, I really only liked it for underneath my eyes, but now I enjoy it all over my face as well. As you can tell, I have a good dip going in this, but this is a powder that does get pretty significant hard pan. And I was trying to decide if I just wanted to like wear away the dome or if I want to try and finish this powder up to completion. I think I'm gonna go for it and say I would like to finish this powder up. I really enjoy this powder and likely would repurchase this, but I want to like consistently use this powder so that I can, you know, like I can get like a further idea of whether or not it is something I would want to repurchase. There's times where like I infrequently use a product and I'm like, yeah, I really like this product, but then sometimes I'll pan a product, and when you're consistently using it, you're kind of like, maybe this isn't as much of a favorite as I thought. Or sometimes you're like, I don't like that product, but then you consistently use it and you're like, oh, actually, like that's something I would be interested in repurchasing. So I think it'll take some time, and I need to be better about doing my makeup and just getting used out of my products, but I would like to give myself a goal of finishing this powder up. For my bronzer, this is a rollover from my 2021 project as well. I am going to try and hit pan on a couple of bronzers, and then maybe like halfway through the year, choose a bronzer to try and actually finish this year. But I would like to hit pan on like at least 2, 3, maybe 4 more bronzers this year, and just have like a super well-loved bronzer collection. So my goal is going to be to hit pan on the bronzer side of the Charlotte Tilbury Mini Film Star Bronze and Glow. I've already gotten a decent head start on this, and I have a slight dip going in this. I feel like pan could come pretty quickly on this one. I'm not sure how deep the pans are, but for some reason, I feel like it won't be that hard to hit pan on this, and I would like to just get like a good head start going on hitting pan in some bronzers in my collection this year. For the blush, I selected my Buxom Seychelles blush. I was working on this for about half the year last year, and I've seen like no movement in this. It is one of my favorite blushes though, and it's a blush that I can mix with other blushes, and it just works with just about every single makeup look that I could think to do. So I kind of just want to track my progress likely all year on this blush and see if I'm able to hit pan by the end of the year. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. I have a super large blush collection, and I don't want to get super tied to just one blush. But again, this is something that layers really beautifully over other blushes, and I feel like of all the blushes in my collection, this is the one that I could most easily get the most use out of, and I would love to see if I could hit pan on this by the end of the year. But I feel like this is going to be a blush that's in literally all of 2022. For my highlighter, I forgot I was going to choose a different product, but I'm going to go with this. Okay, so I have this little mini Becca Opal, and my goal is just going to be to hit pan on this, because I would like to try and hit pan on like 4 or 5 highlights minimum this year, and maybe finish up like my mini Becca Rose Quartz. Maybe I'll swing back and try and finish this one up, but I felt like this would also make a really good inner corner highlight for like my eyes, and I feel like I could quickly hit pan on this if I just use this every single day to be my inner corner eye highlight. So my goal is just going to be to hit pan on this little guy, and then maybe we'll swing back around to it later in the year. But I thought that would be like a good starting point for this year, because I feel like that could be an easy one to hit pan on. For lips, I have 2 lip products that I have selected to start the year out and work on. One of them is a liquid lipstick from NARS. It's the Power Matte Lip Pigment in American Woman. It is what is on my lips today, and it's just this little mini guy. Last year, I did a really nice job of working my way through a good chunk of my lip collection, and I did a decent job, except until the end of the year, of being pretty selective about the lip products that I was bringing into my collection, because I had a lip product collection that was out of control and still really is out of control. I should work on a lipstick as well, but maybe we'll swing back around to that. I just feel like if I try and focus on some of my little like smaller mini or deluxe size products in the lip category, I could get through quite a few products or get through some quickly rather than just focusing on like one larger lip product, if I'm making any sense. And I feel like this is a really beautiful color. I don't necessarily love this formula on its own. It can feel pretty drying, but if I put a balm underneath or over top, I really do like it, and I really do like this shade. I'm like checking my lips out in the viewfinder and I'm loving it. So I can't mark this. Like there's no windowing necessarily, and it's not a product I'm 100% sure I will take the stopper out. I'm always hesitant to take stoppers out of liquid lipsticks, but my goal is going to be to finish this little guy off. And then I also wanted to work on a lip pencil this year. I worked on quite a few lip pencils in some of my like more randomized projects last year, and lip pencils are not a category that I am good at panning at all. I don't know if I've ever finished up a lip pencil. So I want to focus on one this year, and I chose this one from Vive Cosmetics. This is in the shade Velvet Sands, and I do still have quite a bit of this lip pencil left, but it is a shade that I feel like I could get a ton of use out of. It's a really beautiful mid-toned nude shade that is more like brown rather than pink, which is my preference. And I just felt like of all the lip pencils in my collection, I could get the most use out of this most days. So I think this one is going to be a stretch as well, but I'm gonna try and finish this off. Again, there's a lot of lip pencil here. This is gonna be a commitment, but as of right now, my goal is going to be to finish my Vive lip pencil. And this is something, as of right now, I think I would repurchase when I finish it. I do really like the formula, and I would consider purchasing other shades as well. But again, maybe through consistent use, my mind will change. We shall find out. It'll be a long road with this one. And then the 10th and final product that I'm going to work on in this project is an eyeshadow primer. Last year, I worked on my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade Eden all year long. And I have one more eyeshadow primer left in my collection. I do plan to purchase another eyeshadow primer, but I have about half of my KVD Beauty Shake Primer left, and I actually really do enjoy this primer. As you can tell, it's right here. This is something that I don't think is for everyone, but I personally really enjoy this eyeshadow primer. So my goal is going to be to finish this off. I don't know if this is still available or not available. I'm not necessarily sure, but as of right now, this is something I would consider potentially repurchasing, although I have not tried that many eyeshadow primers and would be interested in just trying more. But at the same time, I also don't want to have a ton of eyeshadow primers in my collection, so I'm gonna try and finish this off and then maybe try a new eyeshadow primer, and then potentially would circle back to this. But that is gonna wrap it up for this introduction. Those are the 10 products that I'm gonna start my rolling project pan out with for the year of 2022. My goal is going to be to hit pan on or finish up 22 products throughout the course of this project. So fingers crossed we will hit that goal, and we can revisit that at the end of the year and see if we hit that goal. And I will update you guys obviously every update on where we stand out of like how many goals out of 22 goals. I hope that's making sense. Anyway, you guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what products you are going to be trying to pan this year. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, as you always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.